All right, here I am at the Annapolis Street Railroad crossing in Wayne, Michigan. Now, this right here is another rather neat and classic crossing owned by the CSX Saginaw subdivision, like the southern part of it before it goes up north to Wixom, which is like the area where Lake State starts to lease everything out, if that makes sense. But yeah, I also filmed this crossing a few other times in the past, and all the times were at nighttime, and I never really got a chance to tour this crossing, but today is my chance. Now, this does feature some pretty classic and also a slightly rare element to this crossing as well, but I guess with all that said, I'll explain as I go on. So with that said, let's get on to it. So for the first signal, this has a Satran base, like mid-70s generation. As you can see, the crossing signal is also guarded by this barrier right here. And here's your emergency information, and a dot tag and a dot number is 232-195F. And I believe there used to be an older dot tag like clamped on right there. But yeah, and for the gate mechanism, with this, which is a slightly rare part, this has a Satran Model S gate mechanism, as you can see, or to be exact, mid-70s generation. Pretty neat stuff. And this features some NEG LED gate lights, no wind guard, which I believe these replace some incandescent gate lights of some sort in the past. And for the lights, this has two pairs of Satran 8-inch lights, all incandescent, all sitting on a Satran light bracket, like an older generation one with a thicker font. And for a bell, this has a General Signals Type 2 electronic bell set on low to medium volume. So yeah, that right there is the first signal. Quite the neat setup. I'm not sure what that bell replaced in the past. Most likely a Satran mechanical bell. But I guess with that said, let's go ahead and move on to the next signal. So yeah. And for the second signal, which is, I would say it's similar to the first, but it's kind of not. So for the next signal, this has a Premier Products base, 5-inch, once again guarded by this little barrier here. And here's the emergency information once again. And for the gate mechanism, this has a Satran gate mechanism 2000s generation, and this signal features some more NEG LED gate lights, no wind guard on this once again. And for the lights on this one, this has two pairs of WRS 8-inch lights, all incandescent. As you can see the side logos. And these are all sitting on a Satran light bracket, like a newer generation. And for a bell on this one, this has an NEG electronic bell set at high volume. Now, one cool-ish thing to mention about this crossing is since these two bells pretty much are the exact same tone, but they both ring at slightly different speeds because this NEG e-bell does take a second to start ringing once this crossing activates. So, and that the General Signals Type 2 over there starts up right away, so it just kind of makes like a knocking sound, if that makes sense, between the two bells. But yeah, so that is all there is to show for the equipment here at Annapolis Street. Here's the relay case, as you can see. And also another thing worth mentioning, that the light on that relay case right there gets brighter when there's a train in close proximity. So yeah, I guess that's, let's go take a look at the track view. Down there is heading north right towards the Diamond, which is where the Amtrak Michigan line / NS Dearborn division crosses. Now, further down there is also the Wayne Yard, where NS occasionally works. You can see a few sets of incandescent color light signals, and this is eventually heading towards the Canton area. And down there is heading south towards another crossing at Van Born Road and a few others, and you can see there's a siding track right there. And yeah, that's pretty much all it heads to. Just a long straightaway eventually towards New Boston and other areas. But yeah, I guess with all that said, this was the Annapolis Street Railroad crossing in Wayne, Michigan. Pretty neat stuff. I had to get this in action again soon, even though I just did, but you know, that's me for you. So I guess with all that said, over and out.